Okay, we're back again with another episode of Let's Play Let It Die. So, we left off last time checking out the shop and the storage space reward box. Now, let's have a look at the other items available in the waiting room. Deah Service. We've teamed up with the insurance company Direct Hell to offer a special service to support players. It's called Deah Service, and you can access and sign up for it in the options menu. Remember, you'll need some of the special currency known as death metal to sign up though. You can buy express passes from the PlayStation Store. You can also buy death metals and other helpful packs. Death metal exchange. You can exchange death metals for kill coins. The exchange rate is 1 death metal for 5,000 kill coins, which is terrible. Do you often shout, "I want to climb the tower faster," or "I want to play more efficiently"? Well, all that can be yours with the purchase of the express pass using death metal. After you purchase and use an express pass, the free services below will become available to you for 30 days. 1. Once a day you will receive a limited decal as a login bonus. These skill decals have a variety of effects, including increasing your HP recovery or your experience or kill coin gains in the tower. 2. You will be able to use the Royal Elevator. Unlike the normal elevator, which requires kill coins to operate, this extraordinary luxury elevator will transport you to your chosen floor of the tower free of charge. 3. The number of slots in your death bag will increase. These extra spaces are called royal slots and will be marked with a crown icon. If you stop using the Express Pass service, the items being held in the royal slots will be sent to your reward box. 4. Save on hater retrieval costs. Place a request from the fighter freezer and you can retrieve your own hater. Normally it's expensive, but this way it's more affordable. Okay, so those are 4 services, and it's saying it's free services. But yeah, this fourth option was only recently added to the game. Okay, expanding storage. You can expand the storage room using death metal. For 2 death metals you can buy another 10 slots. These slots will always be usable. And this is the main thing to use death metals on, I'd say, especially early game. Chokufunsha time reduction. Using death metals you can reduce the time it takes to perform research and development or upgrades at Chokufunsha. Continue insurance. A manager will explain this to you at the appropriate time. Okay. Uncle Prime. This is a service where Uncle Death will deliver the player presents on his beloved Deathmobile free of charge. It's not just a login bonus, it's Uncle Prime. Upon leaving the waiting room after opening a box, another will be delivered to you. You'll be able to open this next box 20 hours after delivery. Express or designated day delivery is not available. Box contents. The contents of boxes are random. You must be excited to find out what's inside, so fling open any boxes you see. Okay. Now, I just received a iron hammer weapon from the reward box, and as you can see, it's disappeared. Now, if you pick this reward box and then exit the game, the next time you log in, there will be no reward box with a cooldown timer on top of it. Now, if you pick up this, well, it's really a second login bonus. The best thing you can do is go up for the first level at the tower, and then come back or do something else. And then, you know, if you want to log out, if you just want to pick this thing up, and then quit the game, it's best to go up the escalator and back down the escalator. So the next one will enter the room, because it won't be here cooling down, getting ready to be opened until you enter the tower and then leave the tower, which is kind of, it's not the best thing. Cooking mushrooms. You will encounter mushrooms in this game, so let's take a look at how to prepare them. Cooking. You can cook mushrooms by grilling them. Select a mushroom in your possession you wish to grill, and click the left side of the touchpad button to switch to throw mode. In this mode you can grill the mushroom by approaching the fire in a stage and pressing X. Some mushrooms cannot be grilled. You can also just throw them into the fire to grill them. Their effects will change when you grill them, so be experimental with your cooking. Mushroom Club. This shop opens after you rescue the Mushroom Magistrate, the owner of the shop. They will deal with skill decals formed from mushroom powder. What are skill decals? Attaching decals to a fighter's body will benefit the player with various effects. There are many designs and functions once a skill decal is attached. If the fighter dies, or if the skill decal is removed, it will disappear. That's important. If you take your decals off your fighter, they'll be gone for good. You can buy skill decals using kill coins or death metals. You can sell skill decals in your possession. Once you can't get rid of them, you may as well sell these you have no use for. Trading. If you bring the bronze skill shroom, silver skill shroom or gold skill shroom the magistrate is seeking to the store, she will trade them for skill decals. Now the mushroom trade is not easy to access from the early game. You have to reach a certain point of the game before you'll come across these bronze, silver and gold skill shrooms on the regular, but the first couple of floors you won't really be finding many of these. So now, purchasing premium decals. You can spend kill coins to drink some mushroom stew, which the magistrate has put her heart into making. As a bonus, a premium decal is always inside. These decals are different to standard ones. They will not disappear if the fighter they are attached to is killed. Please note, mushroom stew purchased using death metals will contain death metal fragments or death shavings. Mysteriously, these metal components tend to attract more uncommon premium decals. Okay. So that's one big part of the game as well. Aside from equipping your character with weapons and armor, you also be equipping them with skill decals. And if you open up the start menu, you can see your character stats on the right. In the middle of the screen is where the skill decals you have equipped will show up. Now, the slots that are not available to equip decals will be blocked off with this black and grey color here. But there is one slot available to the level of character we can play as now. Now, I don't have any kill coins yet, so I won't be able to buy any, but I'll talk to the shopkeeper anyway.
Oh, how I've been waiting for you, fellow believer, in the power of mushrooms.
Okay, now this is special. There's an event going on right now. Gravity Rush collaboration event. This won't usually pop up when you open the store. It's a limited time event that's going on right now. Of which there are quite a lot, actually. The game is regularly updated with limited time events that are going on. And it's best to check in on the official website, like every so often, to see what's going on. Okay, so you've got a couple of options available to you here. Buying skill decals. You've got a list of decals which will always be available to purchase for kill coins. These are non-premium and will be gone for good once you, if you remove them from your fighter. Selling skill decals is not available because I don't own any yet. Change skill decals. The swap skill decals option is not available because I don't think we've unlocked that yet. Now, changing skill decals is where you'll select your skill decal slots on your fighter, and this is where you'll equip your decals. Buying premium decals, it says 50,000 kill coins required to purchase a premium a mushroom stew. We don't have 50,000. Buy premium decals for 10 death medals is also an option. I wouldn't recommend doing that early on in the game, because decals are better spent using to increase your storage chest. Okay, are there any more tutorials hiding around here? I can't interact with the elevators yet, it seems. I cannot interact with the fountain. I cannot interact with the fighter freezer. So it looks like there's going to be another round of tutorials coming up soon. Now the only option we have is to go back into the tower. So let's go. Now these escalators provide a loading screen which will load the next floor of the game. This is such an awesome scene.
From before. The old you is nothing but a raging maniac now. You have to kill him before he kills you.
Alright. Now the weapon we picked up on the Deathmobile rewards will come in handy. I'll take that back, thank you. Haterification. If your fighter exhausts their HP in this game, so if they get defeated, if they die, they will die, and be resurrected as an enemy. Haterification and retrieval. When a fighter dies, they will transform into an enemy, roaming about on the floor on which they met their demise. Such fighters are called haters. If you assume control of a new fighter and defeat the hater, they will be retrieved and stored in the fighter freezer. If you let them be and they defeat another player, the rewards will be sent to your reward box. Orange named enemies. All enemies with names displayed in orange are haters. They might be one of your haters or a hater that was once a different player. In either case, they are far stronger than most of the other enemies you will face. Watch out for them. Those words ring very true. The haters are usually one of the tougher challenges you'll come across in this game. Now, whenever you come across locked gates, you'll be looking for these green valves nearby to open them. Okay, got a new mail, let's check that out. From Uncle Deaf. I also got something from Captain Yotsuyama. Login bonus. Thanks for playing Let It Die. Captain Yotsuyama from the Yotsuyama Enterprises management team. Your login bonus for today. At a specific time, every day, you'll get a login bonus. And that time is 12 o'clock Paris time. Uncle Deaf. About treasure boxes. Dear Senpai, it's me, Senpai. If you see any treasure boxes, be sure to open them. It looks like there's 3 types, small, medium and large, and the contents differ with each. I don't know the details, but apparently the largest type is pure gold. Inside you'll definitely find some rare shit, like equipments, blueprints, so if you see one, don't hesitate, you hear? Grab the goodies. Well, later. Alright, so I got that mail from interacting with that red treasure box. My data. You always see a exclamation mark on the menus where some new information has been added to your, what's this thing called? Underwater Rolodex. Yeah, so when there's new information added to the Rolodex, it'll be put on there with an exclamation mark, and that'll only disappear once you go and look at it in the menus. So I'll check out this mastery level. This is probably going to change on the regular. This is going to be constantly changing. Now, these are the weapons available in the game. As you can see, there are many question marks, weapons that I have not yet discovered. The moment you pick up a new weapon, it's discovered, and then it'll start showing the mastery levels that you have obtained for these weapons. Now, mastery, I think there's going to be a tutorial about that later, so I'll wait for that. Mushroom collection, I found the yoga shroom so far. It's always good to check out the mushroom collection in your Rolodex to see what the effects are of mushrooms you pick up, because you don't want to be using negative effects mushrooms. You don't want to be eating those. Bronze parasol shroom. This mushroom is part of the summer events that's going on right now. They're quite useful in that they're in the game to sell for kill coins. A good source of kill coins. Beasts. There are a great variety of creatures besides enemies in this game. Not all of them are docile. Some will attack you, others will emit poison. It is important for the player to make use of these beasts in order to survive. How to catch. By pressing L3, you can crouch. When you approach the beasts in this stance, the capture beast icon will appear on the bottom center of the screen. When you see this icon, press X swiftly. Some animals can be captured after you weaken them by stomping them. Eating. Select the eat icon when you catch a beast to eat it. If you choose to store it in your death bag, the number of beasts in your possession will be displayed in the flick box at the top right corner of the screen. You can flick on the beast you want to eat with the touchpad and consume it by clicking the right side of the touchpad button. Grilling beasts. You can cook beasts by grilling them. Select the beasts in your possession you wish to grill and click the left side of the touchpad button to switch to throw mode. In this mode, you can grill a beast by approaching a fire in the stage and pressing X. You can also grill the beast by facing the fire and throwing the beast towards it. Grilling beasts changes the effect they provide when eaten, so try it out. Some animals cannot be grilled. When they say some mushrooms and some animals cannot be grilled, I think they're mainly referring to the golden animals and mushrooms that you can encounter in the game. Sprouting mushrooms. Mushrooms will sprout from the corpse of any animal that you kill by stomping or by any other method. The type of mushroom that grows will depend on the type of animal. Now, this last part is kind of important because the mushrooms you'll get from killing beasts will usually not appear naturally in the levels. So the only way of getting these mushrooms will be by killing beasts. So pressing L3 to crouch, and you can sneak around while crouching. If you take any action, you'll break crouch. So rolling, you have to crouch again, guarding, attacking. Just about any action will break crouch. I think picking up beasts won't. I think if you miss a grab, you'll still be crouched. Well, I caught this frog. Now I can eat them or put them in my death bag. And I'll go ahead and eat this one. Nom 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 nom. Got a new mail. Uncle Death. Beasts in the barbs. Dear Senpai, it's me. Oh yeah, there's loads of beasts in the tower, right? The tower's teeming with gas from those mushrooms, so every beast has evolved, developing its own way of dealing with it, and if you stomp on them, mushrooms grow out. Wonder if they got afflicted by the spores or something. You can basically restore your HP when you eat them, so whip off that mask and chow down. Beasts you catch will be recorded in the Beast Encyclopedia, so give it a check. There are also especially rare versions of beasts around, so keep an eye out. Have you tried frogs, by the way? Let me know how they taste, huh? Well, later. Yes. I think they're quite delectable. Okay, so now the frog will be added to the picture book in the Beast Encyclopedia. The frog. Okay, here's another weapon type I haven't discovered yet, so I'll go ahead and equip that. In the left hand slot 1. There we go. And it should appear in the Underworld Rolodex under Mastery as a newly discovered weapon. Yep, every time we discover a new weapon, it'll fill up the list here, and eventually you'll have discovered just about every weapon in the game. So starting off at 1 mastery, all of these weapons have to get kills. Getting kills will give you experience for your fighter, as well as the weapons you use. So there are multiple ways of strengthening your fighters. Okay, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode we'll be continuing on. There's going to be a lot of talking and a lot of tutorials because we're still very early on in the game, but the further we get, the less I'll have to go over tutorials, and the more we'll be able to focus on making some actual progress. So see you next episode.